Hey, this is Al McGee with YETicket.com. Well, the film I'm going to talk about right now is called Devotion. Now, this is about Jesse Brown, which is played by the amazing Jonathan Majors. Well, he's the first Black pilot in the U.S. Navy. This is in the 1940s and 50s. And of course, there's a lot of racism around him. And I like the way they portrayed the racism around him in this film because it showed that he was getting it from everywhere, but how he stood up for himself. Now, he has a wife and a child also, and he's always off, but he does have a great time with his wife and daughter. Now, here also in Devotion, it shows how, well, the pilots, the naval pilots, starts to get involved in the Korean War in 1950. And he, the Black pilot, well, Jesse Brown, had to show how good he really is in this film. Now, I must admit that Majors is the real star of this film. He's a very talented actor. And he also, has a chance to become a real hero in this film. And he does that in this film. Now here, Tom Hutner, which is played by Glenn Powell, well, he forms a bond with Jesse. And he becomes his wingman and things like that. And this screenplay, explores the racism, which is interesting, and also explore the relationship of Brown and Hutner. I really enjoyed this film very, very much. And I kind of related to this film because, again, I was in Korea when I was in the military. I was in the Air Force, and I saw a lot of the racism where they wouldn't even let brothers fly at that time in the 70s, in the Air Force, that is. And I will admit, too, that I got a little emotional about this film because I knew about Korea and I've been there in Korea, but they were there in the 1950s. I was there in the 1970s. And this really touched me very much so as a veteran, as a person who's been in the military, baby. The photography in this film is very good. Not only that, the flights, the pilots, the airplanes, and things like that. And also shows the training that they had to go through to be naval pilots. And also show how they had to land their planes on a ship back then in 1950. And it shows how, well, they had to combat MiG jets. Remember, they had props at that time for the Navy. They didn't have jets for the Navy at that time, but the enemy did. I will admit that this film got a little bit sketchy on some part, but I sat there and truly enjoyed this film, Devotion. I'm going to give this film 3 palm trees out of 4 because I found that Devotion really played a very good part on the screen. I felt that the scriptwriter was very good with this film. I feel that the director did a great job with this film. Not only that, I feel that J.D. Dillard's screen dramatization was very good in this film, Devotion. Go see it for yourself, though, and see this on the big screen because this is a very good film to watch. Hey, thanks for watching me. I'm Al McGee. I really appreciate it that you watch my review of
This is your entertainment ticket. Latest and greatest movie review.